Hi everyone, my name is Sanan, and today together we're going to be taking a look at Okan University in Istanbul. Going into this, we had no expectations and prior knowledge of the university, and by the end we were pleasantly surprised by what Okan has to offer, which you will see in this video. If this is your first time on our channel, I would like to remind you that we're a team of international students who have been studying in Turkey for more than 5 years. In our videos, we'll try to show you different universities across the country as objectively as possible based on our impressions and experiences. To learn more about what we do, you can visit our website, link being in the description and on screen.
Now let's talk about the university itself. Okan University was founded in 1999 by the Children's Leukemia Foundation. As of today, tuition at Okan University starts from $4,000 per year, depending on your faculty, the language of instruction, and your grades. One of the largest and most popular faculties at this university is the Faculty of Engineering, where students can major in computer, electrical, mechanical, and bioengineering. But in general, Okan University has a wide selection of departments. There's law faculty, economics, and medical faculty, which is highly regarded. This is because Okan University has its own hospital where students can do internships and have the opportunity to start working immediately after graduation. They don't just study theory, they also gain practical skills during their education. There are also other faculties such as architecture, design, and other medical related programs such as pharmacology and nursing. Okan University is located on the Asian side of Istanbul, about a 1-hour drive away from the city center. Students can get to the city center using public buses, the metro, and the shuttles provided by the university. It's also only 10 minutes away from the Sabiha Gökçen airport.
Now we're entering the engineering faculty. At the entrance, we immediately saw some kind of strange disassembled car, and at first glance we had no idea what it was. But our tour guide friend, a student who came with us, explained that students from the engineering faculty take ordinary cars and turn them into autonomous vehicles using cameras and AI. These cars can be driven completely without any human involvement. So during their studies, students are involved in really interesting projects, not just attending classes, but also getting hands-on experience. This, of course, really helps them when it comes to getting a job, because they're already having a portfolio of real work done during their studies. You can really see how many opportunities students have. There are a lot of different labs focused on different areas. For example, we walked into one that looked like an electronics lab. Lots of wires and equipment everywhere. And just before that, we passed a Formula 1 simulator. In short, students here have a lot of chances to practice what they're learning, and they're always in touch with the latest technology and trends in their field. Now we're entering one of the classrooms. Our tour guide told us that classrooms are pretty much the same throughout the entire university. They're fairly bright, cozy, and comfortable for attending lectures. This particular classroom is well equipped with a big board, projector, and sliding panels, which probably helps teachers stay focused on teaching rather than dealing with the logistics. Now, as we head towards the medical faculty building, let us quickly tell you a little bit about us. Our agency was founded by students, and we ourselves have been studying in Turkey for over 5 years. We know the Turkish university system inside and out, so if you decide to apply to Okan University or any other universities in Turkey, contact us. We'll gladly help you choose the right program, get the maximum scholarship, and most importantly, make sure that you don't regret your choice. On the screen and in the description, you will find a link to our website where you can explore all of the different universities in Turkey and check out our services. As you can see, the medical and dentistry faculty looks very modern. Here, students are trained to become future doctors. They don't just learn theoretical courses, but they also do practical trainings in the university hospital, where they work with real patients and gain real-world experience. We saw a model of the hospital and went up a few floors to find laboratories where dentistry and medical students practice performing surgeries on human models. We also saw another interesting lab, which seemed to be a dental prosthetics lab, where students learn how to create prosthetic teeth for their patients. If we're wrong, let us know in the comments. Just in case, we also went into one of the dentistry classrooms. It didn't look much different from the classroom we saw earlier in the engineering faculty, just like we were promised by our tour guide. The only thing that stood out was the view from the window. From here you can see the university sports facilities. Next, we went into the chemistry lab, where students studying biology and medicine have their lessons. We're lucky to get in, as the local professor let us take a look. The equipment looked very new and modern. In fact, we haven't seen anything quite like this in other universities we have visited. There were centrifuges, mixers, and weird various chemicals in fridges. Everything looked clean and professional, and being there honestly made me feel like some kind of chemist mixing up interesting formulas and seeing what would happen. Okan University has over 20,000 students, and there's on-campus housing for about 2,000 students, both female and male. I'm emphasizing that because not many universities have dormitories, and when they do, they're often for girls only. So this is a big plus. We were allowed to look inside the double room. It was bright and spacious. There were wardrobes, beds, a fridge, and a TV. And overall, the conditions seem pretty good, especially for the price. The starting cost for dorms at Okan University is $4,200, and that includes one meal per day, which is the most basic option. Additionally, you can pay extra to have 3 meals per day for students that live in the dorms. The shower area is also clean and spacious, and I have to mention that we were told that cleaning is done in the dormitories 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the students' needs. Now we're heading to one of the most important buildings, the library. It's probably the quietest place on campus, a great spot to study or prepare for your exams. It felt like one of the newest buildings, and we were told it actually is. It was built 5 years ago, and it looks super modern, even a bit futuristic, especially compared to the rest of the campus. The library is very spacious with warm lighting. It really gives off a cozy university vibe while you're there. We also noticed that the library has books on literally every topic you can imagine, so students from any faculty can find what they need for their class or just something to read in their free time. We think this is a great place to spend time. We also visited a computer lab on the higher floors. There were a lot of computers and definitely not for everyone that's looking for a computer to get their projects done. Another great thing about the library is that it has private study rooms. It says on the sign that during exam periods, students can book a room for up to 2 hours. That's not a lot, but still the rooms seem useful and they could be a great place to focus and study, especially when you're doing group projects. Now we're in the university gym. Let's keep walking and take a look around. This gym is open to all students, those living in dorms and those who don't. Our guide told us that the prices are very affordable. If you're living in a dormitory, access to the gym and swimming pool is already included in your dorm fee. There are also separate sauna and steam rooms for men and women in their respective locker rooms. It really surprised us because this is the first time we see a university that has such facilities for their students, so it's definitely a really nice bonus. There's also a basketball court. We always recommend paying attention to university sport facilities and extracurricular activities, as this is a big part of student life and it helps you avoid getting bored on campus. Speaking of the sauna and the steam room, we went into the men's locker room and there were drying racks for clothes, actually a drying machine for your swimming clothes, convenient lockers for storage, and right next to the showers were the sauna and the steam room. Honestly, I've been to lots of universities, I repeat, and I've never seen such a thing. It's really cool. And that brings us to the end of our tour of Okan University. Personally, I think it's a very decent university for the price. Sure, it is not in the city center, but that has its own advantages. There are dorms on campus, there are modern facilities, lots of cafes and restaurants, and the infrastructure overall seems to be very well thought out. We saw the sports center, the pools, gym, steam room, sauna, basically all of the essentials that you would need as a student, especially the last two. And for those who want to go into the city, the university has a good transport network. We took a bus after making our video when we arrived at Viaport shopping mall in just about 15 minutes. And in about 1.5 hours, you'll be able to get to the city center and enjoy your weekend there. So my verdict is that the university is definitely worth your money and attention. It offers a wide variety of programs from pilot training and medicine to even more niche fields like Russian translation. If you have enjoyed our video, give it a like and subscribe to our channel to see more videos just like this. And if you're thinking of studying in Turkey, definitely contact us. We will help you choose the right major, the right university, and not just a good one, but the one that's right exactly for you, so you're not going to regret your choice later and enjoy your student life in Turkey. Thank you for watching our video to the end. See you in the next one.